It's quite an imposing presence, isn't it? The new Bentayga V8 S. Now, this isn't the first time we've featured the Bentayga V8. In fact, you can see our first drive right there. This, though, is the S, as I mentioned. Not to be confused with the Speed. That's a whole different kind of Bentayga with 4 more cylinders. But for the record, this V8 is just half a second slower to 100. And at 290 kilometers an hour, the top speed is just 16k shy of the W12, which for quite some time was the fastest SUV in the world. I actually like to use a tennis analogy. It's like almost being as good as Roger Federer at his peak, which I guess makes this car the Nadal. Of course, he's the clay court specialist. This car loves the fast tarmac. I'll explain why in a moment, but firstly, yes, it still does the comfort, the luxury is obvious. But you could say there's more sport than utility in this SUV. The Bentayga is the go-anywhere luxury Bentley. But to be fair, until now, anywhere didn't really include a racetrack. It does now. So this is Hampton Downs, home to the New Zealand Grand Prix. So how at home will the Bentayga S feel here? And look, before I get into any fish out of water themes, it's worth mentioning that the Bentayga does have motorsport credentials. That's thanks to a record-breaking run up Pikes Peak with New Zealand's Rhys Millen at the wheel. And the Bentayga S features some of the same tricks as that record breaker. So what's that all mean? Well, dynamic ride active anti-roll controls fitted as standard. That means flat cornering. That's helped by 15% stiffer suspension. And the whole electronic chassis control has been, well, tickled up a little bit. The shackles have been removed. More dynamic is the official term. More fun. More tire splitting fun is what I'm feeling. And thanks to a more liberated exhaust system, nothing makes a bigger expression than the 4-litre twin-turbo V8 with 404 kilowatts and 770 newton meters. It's not just quicker on the track, it sounds it. And it looks faster too, that big roof spoiler and no chrome, just a whole lot of black, including those 22-inch wheels. Inside the typically refined cabin there's more S-ness and not a twig of walnut. Not to mention Alcantara on the seats, so still classy but with attitude. So in keeping for what has happened mechanically. Bentley have managed to tread that all too fine line between luxury and performance. In fact, nothing has been taken away, including shag pile carpets. It's more about driving engagement being added, and not just for the driver. 4, 5 or 7 seats can be optioned, so you can offer up to 6 passengers a hot lap experience. Before today, I guess the Bentley's capabilities, for me at least, were more academic. I knew in theory it could do these things. I sort of wanted to try, but I was going to say I wasn't brave enough. The truth is I never really had the permission. Oh, that was fun. Bit of a guilty pleasure really, a bit like eating fish and chips off your grandma's best china. The team at Bentley Auckland said you're going to love this, and well, I did sort of doubt them. But the fact is, it is quite happy to carve it up, and it is a lot of fun. It shouldn't be. Look, it's a 7-seat Bentayga. What a blast. And the cool thing is, it still delivers that trademark Bentayga serenity. And I reckon that V8 being lighter makes it better to attack corners than a Speed with the big W12. Could this be the best Bentayga? Look, I know that Bentayga S probably means Bentayga Sport, I'm guessing. I reckon it means Bentayga Sweet Spot.